Well, I want to start out with you, Claire. Tell me about your background in the theater.
Patron. From the earliest memories, listening to show tunes with my dad on the big albums really loudly to make my mother crazy, I think. And it wasn't until I was 40-something that my new and wonderful husband said, yeah, I'll watch the kids, go do this. Because I've always wanted to be on that side of the footlights instead of this side of the footlights. And I auditioned, and that's how it started back in 2006.
So tell me about the first production you were involved in.
Hello, Dolly, with the Drama Guild. And I was given a small role and ensemble role that was a lot of fun, to be the crassest person in the show. And I got to dance on a table, so it was a lot of fun.
What initially drew you to the theater?
Like I said, my father. Okay. Just always watching the shows when they were on, taking me to plays when they were around. And when I was in college, you know, the universities and colleges always have theater programs, and I would always go. And like I said, I always wanted to be involved, and it wasn't until, well, 3 years ago that I found a troupe to let me in.
Was your father involved in the theater in any way?
When he was a young man, he would sing in a few shows, you know, locally or with I think just through our church. But mostly he was just a music lover.
Okay. And then what's your role in the Joliet Drama Guild?
Right now, I am on the board as secretary, and I have been for the last 3 years. And currently as the assistant director for our current show, The King and I.
You've definitely made some best friends along the way.
Like I said, it's a new family. It's a new extended family.
Tell me about some of the challenges you face as assistant director for the show.
Well, this cast is over 50, I believe.
I think so.
Over
yes,
50
definitely.
people, ranging in age from 4 to, well, we won't put a top number on it, but it's up there. So trying to keep everyone happy and everyone's needs taken care of, and you know, understanding that things come up, and especially some of our new members who have never been on stage before, they get very nervous about, I have to miss a rehearsal, and I'm like, you know, that's okay.
Why did you choose to do The King and I?
Tina, you should probably answer that one.
I chose to do The King and I because ever since I was a kid, I used to love The King and I. And I went with my mom, and I saw it at Air Crown Theater, and I just enjoyed it so much. So it was kind of a chance for me to actually be a part of that show.
But as a guild, we choose plays. Okay. The membership chooses. We have 3 or 4 musicals to choose from every year, and they're voted on from year to year. Okay. Just like all our plays are chosen.
What other productions has the guild done?
The guild does other productions such as, well, we done Once Upon a Mattress last year, and we also done, I was in something like Bell Book and Candle.
It's kind of hard to put a number to it because this October will be the beginning of our 77th year.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
So,
Thank you.
You know, 77 years times 4 or 5 plays, it's a lot of plays.
Right, so we do a lot of different variety of plays. Things like that, so well-known, not so well-known, just different things.
Okay.
Definitely with the guild.
Because The King and I, although pretty well-known, it's also one of the difficult plays to produce. Why didn't you choose something easy like Annie or Grease?
Well, I think a lot of people just enjoy The King and I think that's why they voted mostly on it. It's the majority of the voting.
And who votes?
Our membership.
Okay, and how many members?
Would you say like 50? No, more than that. It's got to be 80 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
I think so.
Yeah, it's whoever shows up to the meetings.
Right.
It's usually 30 to 50 people who decide.
Right.
So
there's a committee throughout the year who meets and reviews plays, reads plays,
right,
and creates a final list of 15 or so plays, and then, like I said, 3 or 4 musicals for us to vote on.
What are your duties as vice president of the guild?
As vice president, actually taking over in charge if the president's not available. So, you know, if he's not there, I could take over. Making sure that everything gets said to the board that needs to get said. We do have like an agenda that we go through, treasury, also secretary, play reading committee, publicity, and then we go over things that we want to improve on the guild.
Okay.
So we make sure that's said and talked about.
When we keep talking about the guild. What exactly is the Drama Guild?
Drama Guild is a group of actors that get together and want to do plays for people and for the community and help the community out that way by entertaining the public.
Okay.
So I would say that. It's kind of promoting the arts.
Yeah, and actually
in our
our
community.
Drama Guild is actually one of the, if not the oldest, continuously running theater in Illinois.
Oh, wow.
But not many people in the area, local area know about it. It's just like the best kept secret, which we're really trying to turn around.
Do you do any advertisement for the Guild?
We do, and we're actually trying to, that's one of the things we're focusing on these last few years, trying to turn that around. And
Promotions
hello,
and
here we
such.
are.
Yeah. Okay. So you recently, while you're doing The King and I, you're doing that production currently. Tell me the plot of the play.
Well, the plot is this school teacher comes in to teach the children of Siam.
Of the Royal King.
Of the Royal King, right. But in the meantime, she's getting to know the king and stuff, and they're starting to develop a friendship between the two of them.
Okay.
And I believe at the very end they fall in love.
And then what conflicts do the characters face throughout the play? There's several internal and external conflicts. Can you name a few?
The differences of culture. You know, the number one is the king has countless wives.
Talk to other women, my wives.
Oh, for goodness sake! What are they doing to me? Oh,
They think you wear big skirts like that because you shaved like that.
I'm not.
And in Anna Leonowen's background of, you know, Great Britain, that doesn't happen. You know, it's one per customer. So the attitude towards women, even though this was, you know, set in the late 1880s, she was very progressive, and, you know, thought that women weren't more lowly than men. And in Siam, where the play is set, that's very much the culture.
Tell me about the musical numbers in the play.
Many favorites.
While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless blow and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid.
You know,
like
everyone
that.
knows "Shall We Dance" and "Something Wonderful."
Yeah,
So,
something
you
like
know,
that. Definitely. And the dance number, that's the most favorite, I think, of everybody.
Yeah, when Anne and the King
Anne
finally
and the
dance,
That's your best, exactly.
I'm here with Marty, Elise, and Bill, members of the Joliet Drama Guild. Welcome. So first off, tell me about your background in the theater. Any of you.
Who's first?
Marty?
Start with the King.
Okay. I have been doing this for a while. My first show was back in grade school. I was probably in, I think it must have been 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade. Little part in the, you know, the Christmas thing that was going on at the time. And shows in junior high and high school, a little bit in college, and then this theater guild, Joliet Drama Guild, as well as down south, Pittsfield Theater Guild, in Pittsfield, Illinois. Just been doing it a long time.
Yeah?
Yes.
What type of roles do you play, major or minor?
I have done both, and I've had the privilege lately with Joliet Drama Guild of playing a number of leads in certain musicals. Sky Masterson and Guys and Dolls, John Adams in 1776 was my favorite. The Baker at Into the Woods, and I've been a choreographer and musical director as well in different productions.
Describe to me how your characters develop throughout the play.
Well, I'm the Prime Minister. As the play opens, I'm going out to greet Madame Leonowens on the ship that she's just come into, and I have to be the pronounced emissary of the king, and I have to have my stern, you know, you can't bother me look, but I have to also convey things to her. So I have an interpreter that speaks for me, or I speak through the interpreter up to a point where they don't know that I speak English, and suddenly I start speaking English.
Foreign country is good if you like everyone until you leave.
Your Excellency, I had no idea you spoke English.
And throughout the play, I'm trying to help the king get what it is he wants for Siam. He wants to modernize, still keep the old ways, and I think that by helping Anna and the king get together, if I can help them get together and she can be with the king, then the king can have everything that he wants.
How does the king develop?
Along the same lines, when he first meets Anna, he just treats her like any other woman. even says the line, I don't have time to talk. You talk to other women like you. My women, my wives, because he has lots of wives.
Yes, he does.
Like
How
Mel
many
Brooks
wives?
said.
And how many
that's never
children?
Well, started the show about 67, then there's 77, and who knows, by the end of the show, there's a lot.
Wow.
Well, like Mel Brooks said, it's good to be king. Sorry, I got to throw it in. So he develops by not thinking of her as just a woman, or thinking of all women as just a woman, which is why he can't quite beat the slave girl that runs away. He crumbles.
Right.
Can't quite do it anymore.